Greetings and salutations, how are you doing? I personally had a very interesting morning. People were asking me if I need legal assistance, and I'm like, what the hell? Well, what happened? Well, apparently you swatted Jim. And I'm like, what the fuck? Because I got no idea, I just woke up, I don't have any context. And then I look on Twitter and I see that a Romanian which has swatted the previous US president is trending. And I'm like, holy shit, really? Like they swatted the previous US president? And then it clicks, it clicks because I know that the previous US president, Joe Biden, like he had been diagnosed with cancer for 2 years now. And I know that Mr. Metokur has also been diagnosed with cancer. And I've never seen Mr. Metokur. I don't know how he looks like, but I know that voice-changing technology is pretty advanced now. And so he got swatted. Joe Biden got swatted. A Romanian was guilty. And so it just got my noggin jogging. It's like, I think I finally managed to dox Jim. I know who he is. He is the previous sitting president of the United States. He's Joe Biden, chat. He's with the Democrats. That's why he supported the vaccine during the pandemic. That's why he had a strong stance for the vaccine. It's because he was the Democrat sitting president, was working with Pfizer. Everything connects, everything clicks into place now. This is why he wanted Trump to win. He thought that Kamala has humiliated him. He thought that he wasn't being treated fairly by the Democrat Party, that if he was to run against Trump, he would have won a second time, but since they didn't, since they did it dirty, Mr. Metokur has indeed encouraged people to vote for Donald Trump. Did I do it in my sleep? Are you talking about like a Fight Club thing, where you're committing crimes in your sleep and you don't know? I mean, it's possible. It's possible. But yeah, hold on. Let me see if I can find the tweet from Mr. Metokur. Apparently, he did confirm that this Romanian is actual responsible for his doxing as well. So, let me see if I can find it. All right. Here we go. As you can see, he claims here, it's one of the guys that swatted me. Enjoy sentencing in October. Now, I did say I swear it wasn't me. I don't think people believe it. But, no, seriously, it wasn't. Apparently, the guy was 25 years old. 26 years old. Like, I wish I was 26. Unfortunately, I'm a lot older now, right? I can't turn time back. Is it a Moldavian? I don't know. See, the news isn't being very upfront with what happened. They're basically saying that it was 3 individuals, probably operating on a forum or something. And one of them is from Serbia, another is from Romania. They don't mention who the third guy is. They also don't mention if they're being deported into the United States or they're being trialed in Romania. They also don't mention the reason or the people that they victimized. Yeah. I never liked Metokur, but I don't want anybody to go through cancer. Is it weird that I actually do like Metokur? Like, I like that I still like him, and I know a lot of people hate me for it. Like there's a guy on Twitter, almost every single month or so, like, he appears and he brings Metokur out of nowhere, right? Like, I will say something in principle and they'll be like, oh, Vibo, like, why don't you disavow Metokur? Do you not know what he did to the honey badgers? The puppet guy, the puppet guy. And I'm like, what the fuck are you on about? Dude, it's been years. When I say something positive about Jim and it's the same guy sparking out, I don't know if it's the same guy or if it's like different guys. But like, there are some people with major hate boners on Metokur and they want me to hate him. And I generally don't fucking hate him. It's like, yeah, I know he had an internet beef with me. Like, okay, it's not the end of the fucking world. It's not that I like him either. Like, I'm not going and having barbecue grills with him, the way he likes to put it, I do believe in the concept of internet friendship. Not in the sense of, like, we're buddies, but, like, yeah, there are people on the internet that I trust. And I understand he doesn't. It's not that I'm trying to gain his affection or anything. No, I genuinely think that he's a content creator that's incredibly charismatic, skilled at what he does. There are very few people on the internet that can start a live stream on any single platform and manage to get thousands of viewers and tens of thousands in donations just by his charisma alone. Like, he's not associated with a brand. He's not associated with any government organization, although he may apparently have been the sitting president of the United States, so, like, that would explain it. But, like, no, I appreciate his work ethic. I appreciate his ability of being charismatic and managing to host interesting live streams. And so, no, I generally don't hate him. Like, I know some people want me to. And it's like, I guess, like, some people hate him for other reasons, and they want me to join the club. But, like, no, it doesn't work that way. Oh, you know it? Like, when you say something positive about him, you get attacked. You know, I noticed that whenever you, like, in 2025, you just cannot like a content creator. Like, no matter who you like, if you say, I like Tim Pool, there's going to be 1,000 people that are against you. If you say, I like Mr. Metokur, there's going to be people on Hinge that are against you. Like, you're not allowed to like anyone, you know? Because, like, when you're on the internet for more than 5 years, like, you rack up controversies, you rack up shit that you probably did to upset people. And then those people that are upset, that they go on the internet making sure that no one speaks positive of you, right? And they bring up, oh, don't you know that back in the day? And so I don't think like that, you know? I look at a person as having negative and positive traits. And so I look at the positives in order to try and learn from them, try to be like that. And I look at the negatives in order to stay away from that shit, right? Like a life lesson. And so, no, I don't disavow content creators and say, oh, I'll never listen to this guy again. Or if they make a good point, I'm going to be embarrassed in admitting in public. It's like, no, if Hassan Piker makes a good point, I'll talk about it. You must love the creator with the body pillow. I don't think, like, Jim has a body pillow. I told Sagar of Akkad to make a body pillow and buy one to his wife, because I think like Sagar actually did have a body pillow, yeah. And I told him, like, get one to your wife, like, she will like it. Jim doesn't hate you, but if he did have something to say about you, I think he likes you because I think you're the only person to whom has told specifically what his problem with you was twice. Well, you see, like, that's the thing. I do believe that Jim actually helped me when I was in a bad spot. Like, I was in the middle of an internet shitstorm, and he actually told me to ignore the trolls. And I listened to him, and apparently that actually helped me at the time. And so, yeah, I don't see why I should dislike Jim. Did he make videos about me and shit stirred? And, like, of course, but he made videos and shit stirred about everyone. It is what it is. Again, I've no reason to dislike him. In fact, I don't think there are many content creators that I can say I personally dislike. Like, I don't have enemies, if you will. There are a couple that I disassociate myself in public. Like, for instance, Short Fat Otaku for ruining Dungeons and Dragons. Like, that one is going to be in my memory, you know, up until the end of my days. Like, it's going to be written on my tombstone, probably. Here lies V. Didn't dislike anyone except for Short Fat Otaku. Why? Ruined the ending. But other than that, no. Like, I generally don't see the need to hold a grudge over the internet, you know? It's just a thing that some people do, but I don't. Do I hate Boogie? No, actually, I don't even hate Boogie. Like, Boogie didn't do anything to me personally. I didn't care about any of his issues. Didn't care when he said, oh, he's got cancer, so therefore I didn't care when he said that he doesn't have cancer. I pinged Boogie for the type of person that he is. Incredibly business savvy, will say, do it to get a buck. And so, like, if you peg a person and you're expecting the type of behavior from them, you don't act shocked when that behavior materializes, you know? And so I didn't invest in his meme coin. I didn't get emotionally invested into his cancer carousel. And so I'm like, okay, you know, meh. I don't mind if other people hate him, though, right? Like, I definitely understand why Mr. Metokur definitely hates Boogie. Like, I saw his video. That wasn't Mr. Metokur just trolling. Like, I could see the spite in his vocal inflection. Like, he was absolutely upset about Boogie. And I understand that, you know. Maybe if I had cancer too and someone else would have faked it, I would have felt the same. But unfortunately, I don't. I lack the emotional intelligence, the emotional capability of empathizing like that. So, yeah. See, Napoleon actually points out exactly what I'm talking about. The word hate has been watered down too much, and maybe I'm using the old definition. But hate has to be an intimate negative feeling. Like, I can't just hate someone that does something to the public, right? Like, if I'm not affected, there's not that intimacy there. There's no intimate feeling that I have been wrong so that I can hate that person. Like if it's someone that acts disingenuous or immoral in public, I don't have to hate them, right? I can dislike them, I can choose not to promote them, I can choose not to associate with them, but I can't really say I hate them. Like for instance, the Haktua girl, right? Like the Haktua girl, she did that crypto scam. I can't say that I hate her, right? Like she did nothing to me, but I wouldn't promote her, I wouldn't suggest other people to watch her. So I reserve the word hate for more intimate things, like ruining my D&D. That is intimate. Is parasocial hate a thing? Absolutely. Absolutely, because you can be hurt emotionally, right? So, like, if you are being gaslit by a VTuber that she is a hot bunny waifu, and she gets into your DMs, tell you to donate to her, you know, does the cushy cushy, you know, she's pecorizing you, she does the pecora thing, and then you find out that she is married. Oh my goodness, yeah, I can understand why there would be a lot of passion there, right? Because hate is an emotion that comes with passion. So, no, absolutely, parasocial relationships not only can, but they often do bring hatred. Hate is overused, but some people use it as a Moat and Bailey tactic too. Use hard definition in one situation, soft in another. Yeah, pretty much, I agree. American Outlier. Hi V, hope your day is going good. It is. I haven't hated anyone up till now, so. Alright, well, actually, it wasn't Pekor. I forgot the name of it. Russia. Okay, I now see. I know the VTuber lore. I can actually name the thought. Russia was this chick that was selling the girlfriend experience. And she had like various merchandise, like a wedding ring that you can buy so you can pretend that you're married with her, like all this shit, right? And turns out that she was dating this K-pop idol, this soy boy, this individual that kind of looks like a woman, but it's actually a man. And the funny thing is, like, when people found out, the parasocial upset caused bot hurt in two different communities. Like, the first one were the simps that Russia had, and the second community that got bot hurt were the women. Because apparently, like, in Korea, like, there's parasocial relationships between women and K-pop singers, right? And this guy was like this boy band individual. He had a lot of thirsty women, and when they found out that he is fornicating with Russia, that he is dating Russia on the side, and she even like had a picture of making food for him, that was too much. That was too much, because a lot of those ladies, they wanted to be the one making food for him. No, he's not married. He was supposed to be married with his fans. Like, the way it works in Korea is that they have this thing similar to Japan, the idol industry, right? And so the idol industry in Japan and in Korea is that they want you to present yourself as single, as available. Like, you never are supposed to present yourself with a significant other, and if you do, you graduate. Why do Scots wear kilts, asked Jacob. Because sheep can hear a zipper a miles away. Are there any Scots in the chat? Is it like the sheep thing with the Welsh? I think I need to study their culture a little bit more so I can be racist more properly. Hold on, let me see how the guy, because I watched the picture of Russia's boyfriend. So Russia. Russia VTuber K-pop scandal. I want to see if I can find the picture of the guy. See, I found the picture, but it's very hard to tell if it's the guy or the girl in question. So, look at it, right? Like, this was the controversy at the time. Like, every single content creator. Like, I so hate this game, but it's how people play it, right? Like, you got a content creator, and he talks about gossip, and you gotta go in front of the camera, right? And make a picture that shows disgust. And you're, looking at the camera, you're making, like, the disgust face. And you take the screenshot, and you're like, not good enough, And then you tilt your head, and it's like, okay, perfect. And then you go into Photoshop, right? You go on Google, you go Russia PNG. And then Russia real life picture. Right? And then you edit. You put the picture here, you drag the PNG, click, you put your disgusted face, clack, clack, and then you type, this is disgusting. Right? And then you upload it, you put the metadata over there, you're like VTuber. Graduation. Disgust. Gossip. PNG tuber. Political commentary. Right? And then you finally upload, right? Is this like a normal emotion, right? Like, is this a person that's trying to manipulate the audience, or like a person that genuinely saw this and he is disgusted, like, how can this be? What the fuck is happening in Korea? Like, I, as an American, do not understand anything anymore. How are the Koreans allowing for this to happen? Where are their authorities? Where are the tax collectors collecting taxes from Koreans to create a system that prevents a woman from fornicating with a K-pop idol? Why? Why is the culture this way? Like, is this what's actually happening? Fucking hell. We'll live in a society that's so fucking fake, chat. So fucking fake. Oh my goodness. The TikTok crying vids. Oh yes, yeah, the TikTok crying vids. So like, imagine this, right? Imagine this. You're driving your car and you're looking for an empty parking lot because you're going to spring out like a monkey in public, right? You're going to be in the urban jungle springing out. So you're driving your car and you're looking left and right. Where's the fuck park? Okay, and now you find it. You found the parking lot. You spin the wheel. You spin the wheel and you go into the parking lot, right? And you pull the brake. Okay? You put the car into the parking spot. You look around because you're still embarrassed because you're going to chimp out, right? You're going to chimp out in a little bit. But then you fix your camera, right? You put your latte next to that because, like, you want the latte to be in the shot. Right, you arrange your hair a little bit, right? You put on the makeup, the lipstick, and then you hit play. I can't live in this country anymore! Look at the taxes! Look at what's happening! And then you chill. You take the phone, right? You look at the phone, you play the video, and you're like, did I piss my eyes correctly? Oh shit, there's a guy walked in the shot. Fuck. A guy walked in the shot. Now you have to retake. You put the phone back. I can't live in this country anymore. Look at the taxes back. Right? And this is the life of a content creator, chat. If you thought it's any different, you're wrong. Zenith, thank you for being a member for more than 3 years. Jesus. Would you be depressed if had to fake being upset, concerned about every VTuber drama for a living? See, this is not what I'm doing on my channel. Like, I usually view things differently. This is why I don't do hate. This is why I don't do disgust. Like, obviously, sometimes, maybe there can be something that happens, like, for instance, Short Fat Otaku ruining my Dungeons and Dragons, and then I genuinely get disgusted. But, like, most of the time, I'm like, okay, I'm an entertainer. I need to make you guys to laugh, right? Like, that's my purpose, to get you guys to chuckle a little bit. And if I do that, I call it a day. And maybe I can find some news that you guys don't know about, and you're finding it out from my channel, right? This is how I view my profession. And so I don't do like, oh, I'm so disgusted. Oh, how can this happen? Why are we allowing it? To be fair, the only thing that genuinely disgusts me is Karens and tone policing, right? Censorship. This is the only thing that upsets me. If you're doing any of these things, then yeah, I generally find it appalling. Like, I generally do feel like this gut-wrenching level of disgust. But other than that, no. Like oh, some chick fucked with 2,000 guys for OnlyFans. Good for her. You know, I hope she makes more money. Why would I care? I'm in Romania. She's not in Romania. She's not my daughter. She's not associated with me. She's not my mom. Oh, but how would her kid feel? I'm not her kid. I don't fucking care. Okay? Probably would feel better than a kid that works in the mines, I assume. I don't know. If he's smart, he's going to make it out, you know? He's going to have millions of dollars left from mommy. Probably going to have a better life than my kid. I don't have millions of dollars to leave to my kid. He's actually going to have to work for a living, right? Oh, this kid is going to be bullied in school. All right, but once he finishes school, he's going to have millions of dollars to start his own business, okay? If he's smart, if he's genuinely worth it, right? If he's gifted and talented, with millions of dollars, maybe he can start his cat cafe and work it from there. Like, why would I get invested? Why would I get emotional over every single trivial shit that happens in society? Like, why? Like, what do I gain? If I get emotional, let's say I start acting like a 65-year-old woman on menopause and be like, oh, what a world. Oh, look at the degeneracy. Ah! What does it do except bring negativity in my life? Is that woman going to stop fucking 2,000 people? No. The only thing I can do is to make sure that my son isn't going to be the number 1,754 that is going to chew the burger after the 1,753 guys did it. Like, I'm going to make sure that my kid isn't going to be the pump and dump champ in line to the OnlyFans girl. You know, that's it. If I do that, I think that my contribution on society has already improved the planet somewhat. The price of eggs, V. The price of eggs. Well, no, like that was indeed disgusting. I do agree. Yeah, the price of eggs was disgusting. You see, you're managing to make me rethink about my original position. Looking from the outside, Central and Eastern Europe looks very conservative. Is that estimation accurate? Yes, but it's like a different conservatism than you would have in the United States. Like, we're still conservative on a lot of issues, but an American, like a right-wing American conservative, if they were to come here and act like a spurgout, they would be ostracized. Like, for instance, if you don't mind your own business here, you get pushed out of most communities. Like, even if you're a Christian and you're trying to moralize other Christians, like, they'll tell you to fuck off. Like, you're not the priest. You're not their family, right? The only way you can moralize someone here is if you're part of their family. Like, if you're, it's a lot more family-oriented than individual-oriented, right? And so, if you're from a city or someplace, maybe you can get away with it. But if you're a constant killjoy and you're partaking in call-out culture, you know, social shaming, that type of thing, like, that's a Protestant thing. We don't do it here. Mind your own fucking business, you know? Like, usually, if you act like a spurg in public, you realize that people just stop associating with you. Like, there's no call-out culture. There's no reason. But it just happens. Like, one day you notice you don't get invited to parties. One day you notice that no one wants to contact you on social media, no one calls you, right? There's no, like, public disavowal, there's no virtue signaling, oh, did you see what this guy did? It's like, no, like, all of a sudden you get quiet. It's a different culture than you see in the United States. American Outlier, like that OnlyFans girl said a podcast, my son can cry in a Ferrari. Also, helpfully the content in Discord is easy on the eyes for the chat. Let me check the content in Discord. Give me a second. I may or may not be able to post it. Right, I think I can post this, right? If Pip can Pipa posted the hentai game, I can post the American Outliers manga. I still can't believe that she got away with that. I don't know, like, Fishbad seems to have more connections with YouTube than I do. Or either that or like the not safe for work policies have been relaxed on a lot of countries. Like, that's also a possibility. Yeah, so American Outlier, for those of you who don't know, is a manga creator. He's making a comic book. Not a manga. It's called We're Fighting For. And he keeps showing me pictures of his ushikushi ladies on Discord. It's a military setting, a cyberpunk setting with girls that have the ability of connecting with a symbiote. And the symbiote gives them the skin-tight armor, which makes them super fast, super strong, and super sexy. And so if you're interested, he's in the chat right now. You can talk to him. You can ask him questions. But do it after I finish my stream because I want to be the center of attention right now. I want to be the piece à la résistance. I don't want American Outlier to steal the spotlight. Anyway, right. Looks more manhwa. It does look manhwa. But at the end of the day, it's not manhwa. It's not manga. It's not an anime. It's a fucking comic book because it's made by an American. Americans cannot make anything else besides comic books, right? It's a book that's fucking comic. That's it. Stop trying to culturally appropriate other things. It's not yours. Now, if American Outlier, which I understand is single, goes into Japan and he marries a Japanese lady and he gets Japanese citizenship, then he can make mangas. Although certain right-wingers may disagree. They will say, just because you married a Japanese woman doesn't make you Japanese. And so, even then, he may still be unable to make mangas, but his kids may, right? Like, his children may make something that's neither manga nor comic book, but in between. Pay Pippa to play your game. She has no excuses now to not play your game. That's actually a good take. Especially because my game actually has plot and gameplay. Like, so far, people that were in the beta, they said, I keep forgetting that this is a hentai game. Like, why are they tits in my face? Like, they're getting immersed with the story. And they're like, oh, all of a sudden, oh, yeah, right. It's that type of game. They want the manga tag so it could sell better. Do you know there was, like, another black gentleman? Another strong and empowered African American who actually made a manga, which got pretty famous, and there was controversy, and it's like, well, what the fuck can there be controversy of? Like, what did he do? And the controversy was that he called it a manga, and people were like, no, this is not a manga, this is a comic book, and so I was afraid that I have to side with the people. They were in the right, he was in the wrong. It is what it is. Kind of funny because, like, I was just teasing American Outlier with this take that as an American he cannot make mangas, and I thought it's a joke. But no, apparently, like, when another black gentleman makes a manga, like, the community immediately backlashes. Like, no, an American. No, not Eric July. Eric July makes comic books. I forgot his name again. I'm not good with names. I'm good with faces. If you show me his face, I'll say that's the guy. That's the one. Right. What is the release date for my game? Man, I don't fucking know when it's finished. It's a lot of content. I'm not going to make open beta, no. But there's probably going to be a demo. You can't have Western manga. It has to be written by a storyboard and drawn by Japanese for Japanese to be manga. I don't know. I think Netflix is trying, though. Like, I already made the video yesterday with a black lady. I don't know, like, why so many African Americans are now into mangas, but okay. A black lady on Netflix was announcing her anime. And her name was something Stallion. Like that's weird. Like, Stallion is usually a name that goes for a nickname that you would tell men. Hold on, let me see if I can find her picture. Like, maybe you guys know who she is. Maybe she's popular in America. I have no fucking idea who this Stallion is. Megan Thee Stallion. Oh my god. Holy shit. American Outlier. Look, I found your waifu. Look here, you bigot. Right? You keep saying you're single because Because you have standards. I think she may fulfill them. Look at her. Huh? What more can you want in a woman? Perfect. And with a name like Megan Thee Stallion. I mean, come on. Right? Come on. She's going to make her own anime. She is the rapper who loves anime. Okay. Here's my take on this. Why am I getting so many pop-ups? It's already going to be a failure. Why do I know it's going to be a failure? Because if the first thing that I hear about a new anime is the celebrity producing it and you're showing me like a marketable face, you already didn't get the point. Like, when it's anime, I want to see 2D waifus. I don't want to see real people. When it's anime, I want to hear about the interesting story that you came up with. I don't care who the fuck you are. Like, look at Japan, right? Like, when Japan announces a new anime, because I'm pretty sure they have their own celebrities, right? They don't say, oh, celebrity such and such has decided to... No. They will just start, it's like, okay, so this is an Isekai about a guy which gets reborn as a microphone for an e-thought, and he gets spit on every single fucking day. And you're like, what the fuck is that? You know, and then you want to read it, right? And you see, like, the guy has a microphone, like, coping as the chick does ASMR and licks him and shit, and you're like, but why though? Like, why is this my life? Is this forever? Is this hell? And one day in one issue, like, she thinks the microphone is broken and throws him in the trash, and he has to sit there in the trash, but, you know, like, coping with his hellish existence, realizing that maybe like having ASMR whispered in his ear while an e-girl was licking him wasn't so bad. But then the e-girl, you know, like her new microphone doesn't come up and she's got a stream, so she's like, you know what, like, let's take the microphone back, puts it back in place, now it's working, right? And that is called character growth. Like he went from feeling abused as a microphone, as an e-girl was constantly whispering into it and spitting on it. He felt abused, he felt that life isn't fair, decided to go defective, and then, you know, he had a change of heart. He realized that no matter how bad things are, they can always get worse, right? So now we have like a moral lesson for the children as well, right? Like, this is what manga is supposed to be. It's supposed to teach valuable life lessons. It's supposed to be entertaining. It's supposed to be wild. It's supposed to be out there. And it's supposed to be fucking free. It doesn't have to be chained by the rusty chains of American morality coming from the left and to the right. The whip that cracks on the artist's back. The pain and the suffering that American artists endure. No. Japan is the land of the freedom. When you're an artist and you're in Japan and you take a breath, that is the breath of fresh air, realizing that you have been liberated from a toxic, decadent morality that the Western culture is being swept upon. You know, like, kind of like that. Anyway. This might be why manga is winning against comic books. Probably, yes. Unironically, I do think that if you allow full creative freedom, you're going to get a lot of stuff that's like, what the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? Who wrote that? Jesus fucking Christ, right? You're going to get that. You're going to get a lot of meh. And then you're going to get an Attack on Titan. You're going to get a Death Note. You're going to get something good. I'm reading Drama Queen. This is actually like, see, wouldn't this be an interesting story for a manga? Like, I just came up with one. Like being an isekai, and you're turned into this. Hold on. The thought microphone. All right. So this is my manga idea, right? Like, guy gets isekai, and he gets turned into this. Like this is him now, right? He's the microphone. And there's an e-girl, and keeps using him for ASMR and stuff. And he keeps having to get her drool. You know, like she keeps spitting, licking on it. Disgusting, right? And then one day the guy decides enough. Like, this life is hell. And he decides to stop working. Like, it just doesn't work anymore. He refuses to turn on. And so the e-girl throws him away into the dust. Sorry, not the dust, the trash can. Right? He's now thrown into the trash can, and it's stinky, it's smelly, it's horrible. And he realizes that he actually misses the girl. He actually didn't have such a bad life. Like, things can be much worse. And then the e-girl, you know, she wants to stream and realizes that the new microphone hasn't arrived. So she's like giving it the previous one another chance. Plugs it in. And now that's character growth. That's like, okay, well, see, they're working together now. If I made the manga, it would sell, wouldn't it, chat? At least I would be fucking original. Like, say what you want. Maybe I'm talking about fan service and naughty things, and it's lewd and whatever, but it's definitely entertaining, right? Maybe cringe, but you're going to at least be like, what the fuck? Exactly. I just want people to like the futuristic storyline and unique characters. I also reset the beta page of the manga. Okay. Chat, it's going to look like this. It's going to look like this because it's a comic book that's black and white. Okay, so it's not a manga. It's a black and white comic book. If you like it, American Outlier is in the chat. Do talk to him, communicate. Right, you can find out more. He's got a Twitter account where he's shilling his product. Don't think it's as fun as you think it is, V. It is fucking hilarious, Drax. I'm willing to bet if I make that, people will read it. It depends on the artist that you get. If you find an artist that can draw boobs very well and a girl with a sexy tongue, oh, goodness gracious. That's already an anime where a guy gets turned into an ASMR mic. Fuck off. There's no fucking way. No fucking way. Chat, it can't be the case. Like, someone stole my idea. Like, I know there's a guy that got reincarnated as a slime. I know that there's a guy that got reincarnated as a vending machine. There's no fucking way someone got reincarnated as a ASMR microphone. Japan already did it. See, now I'm starting to realize that maybe having artistic freedom is not a sure way to success, because everything, no matter how wild the idea is, someone already did it. But at least, you know, if this is the case, at least it BTFOs the Pepe guy, right? Like the anti-Semitic guy, according to the ADL, he got BTFO'd. Got BTFO'd because if it's already an anime, it means that my idea is actually successful. You say it's not as clever as you think it is. It's like, well, you don't know how clever I thought it was. Like, I thought it was so clever that the President of the United States would watch it. Apparently, maybe you're right. You know, it's not as clever as that, but it's clever enough to get an anime. So, here we fucking go. Big sorry, it didn't happen? I don't know. Like, someone in the chat said it did happen. Like, if the chat says it, I have to believe it, right? That's how it works. The moment the concept of Isekai was known, everything was already invented. I don't understand the hate for Isekai. Isekai is like a really good way to talk about. Okay, fine. I'll do something that the critical drinker doesn't, right? Like, the critical drinker keeps talking about the journey of the hero. I will tell you about other plot devices that you probably didn't even know. The normal way of telling a story is to have introduction, where you name the characters, right? You introduce all of the characters, you introduce the villains. Then you have the drama, right? Like, where you have like the intrigue, like something happens. And then you have like the adventure. And finally you have like the pivotal moment where like the stakes are high and Naruto is fighting against Orochimaru, right? So like the culminant moment, the climax. And then you have the epilogue and the ending, right? And so most stories follow this idea. That the reader, you know, he doesn't know the world, doesn't know the universe, starts reading and starts slowly being eased into it, right? But what happens if you make a story so that You bypass the introduction and you get right into the action. Well, one of the ways to do it is with the Isekai, right? So an Isekai, the person is transported into that world, and just like the reader, he doesn't know anything. He doesn't know who the characters are, he doesn't know who the villains are, but he is already swept by the action. Like, already shit is happening around him, and it's okay for you to be confused because the main character is confused as well, and it's a justification for the main character to be explained things as the world is progressing. And so, it's just like an isekai is a plot. It's a type of plot that's different than the traditional storyline. But like, just because you have that doesn't mean that you can't be creative. Like, it doesn't mean that all isekais have to be the same. Like, you can have an isekai where the main character just completely forgets about how life was in the previous world. So, for instance, Harry Potter, I would say, right? Like Harry Potter doesn't really use the internet or any technology from the real world. Like, he's not trying to use guns or, right? None of the stuff that he learned from the real world matters. Or you can have a guy that takes all the knowledge from the previous world, like a knight at King Arthur's court. Like, that's also an old isekai. And the guy is a modern man, like working in a factory, and he gets knocked over by something falling into his head and wakes up in medieval time, and he uses all of the knowledge and all of the technology that he knows from his life in order to reproduce in the medieval period. Right? Both of them are isekais, completely different. One of them is about Harry Potter doing spells and shit. The other one is a comedy with a guy that's in medieval England. So I don't understand, like, the hate towards the genre. It's like saying, I hate comedy movies. It's like, okay, fine, sure, whatever. But like, I don't take that criticism seriously enough. It's like, it has no substance. It's just, because I know there may be a comedy movie out there that you don't dislike. Or if you say, I hate Westerns. It's like, why do you hate Westerns? Like, well, I don't like it. It's like, what? Like, not all Westerns have to be the same. You can have a Western like Django Unchained, which is a Western, right? Or you can have a Western that's a classical trope of Western, where you have like the good guy that's dressed in white, the villain is dressed in black. Like a typical Western story. You have this village that's filled with weenies, being oppressed in the middle of nowhere. They're very poor, but they're hardworking people. And all of a sudden, the bad guys come in, they start shooting up the place, they rob people. And then you have the good guy coming in. Now, the good guy is just like the bad guys. Like, he too is violent, he too is extreme. But unlike the bad guys, he actually respects law and order. In the sense that if you make a contract with him, he actually keeps his word. Right? So, like, maybe he's a man that's wanted by the law. Maybe he's a man that did something wrong elsewhere. It doesn't fucking matter, right? Like, now he arrived in the village of weenies, and the weenies are like, we're going to pitch in money to hire you to deal with the bad guy. That's a Western story. Like, there are so many Westerners that use this particular trope. If you guys watch old Western movies, like, you'll notice this trope constantly being used. Isekai isn't the problem. It's the overuse of its kind. Kind of like anime in the 80s and the 90s, where it was a lot of sci-fi. Also, Gundam is almost 50 years old. I don't know if, like, saying it's overused is fair. And I'll tell you why I don't think it is. Because if you look at the anime industry, you have thousands of different manga titles that pop up every single year, right? Like, every year in Japan, there's thousands of manga titles. They're just completely different. And so, people are the ones choosing what gets popular. If people don't buy a title, it just doesn't surface, right? So, like, the free market decides what the free market wants. And if the free market seems to like isekais, then you're going to get more isekais. I don't think, like, necessarily there's more isekais made than, I don't know, harem animes, right? It's just that, like, well, harem anime seems to not be as popular as the isekai ones. Like, there's probably a lot of sci-fi anime, like Star Trek and shit like that, like, it takes place into space and whatever. People just don't buy it. And if people don't buy it, you don't hear about it. Because you're not in Japan. Narnia is an isekai, says SZC Zebrzkis. Japan didn't invent squat. Yeah, I never claimed that Japan invented isekais. Again, I think that a knight at King Arthur's court is the first isekai. Like, I tried thinking if Jules Verne ever had an isekai, and I couldn't think of any. So, yeah, I think Mark Twain probably wrote the first isekai. I wouldn't be surprised if there's an isekai before that. Well, actually, hold on. The Bible Revelations, right? Like, the Revelation part in the Bible, isn't that an isekai? Who writes Revelations? Like, it's an apostle, right? And he's, like, seeing the end times? Like, he's transported into the end times? Like, the Bible may be the first, may have the first isekai story in existence. Correct me if I'm wrong. Oh, there's another one, 1001 Tales, right? 1001 Nights, Arabian Nights, I think it's called. Where you have Scheherazade, like that's Arabian folklore. And there are certain stories where, like, an emperor, like, I remember one of the stories is actually quite fascinating. Like, a sultan claims that, sorry, like someone tells a story to a sultan that an angel managed to save a baby before, like, the jug of water fell from the table and touched the ground. And he said, like, no one is that fast. Like, you can't do that. And a wise man come to his court and says, like, no, it's absolutely possible and I can prove it. And he basically takes a bucket of water and asks the sultan to sink his head into the bucket. And as the sultan does, when he pulls his head out, he realizes he's on a deserted island on a sea. And basically he starts, like, an entire journey, like an entire isekai story. He gets married, has children, and he lives for, like, 60 years or so. And after he dies, like, the sultan pulls his head out from the bucket and realizes that what happened for him in 2 seconds was actually a lifetime. So, yeah, like, isekais existed before Japan. Yeah, Japan didn't invent shit. I agree with that take. Voldemort. I cast AK-47, says Lixian. Yeah, say what you want about J.K. Rowling, but she's absolutely shit at writing coherent universes. I actually tried to find out, like, what happens if you shoot a wizard with a gun. The answer is nothing. They die. Unless they cast, like, a Patronus spell or some shit. Like, unless they see the gun coming, no, they die. And so I'm like, well, hold on a little bit. Like, how the fuck does this make sense? Like why is Voldemort in that situation trying to go against the model? And the explanation is that, well, the wizards, they're just arrogant. Like, they're just bigots. They don't care about the muggles, so they don't know how much the muggles have advanced. And it's like, okay, really? So you're having, like, these Death Eaters that want to declare war on a society that has interballistic nukes and drone strikes. And you're like, okay, right. Totally coherent and believable universe. Like, in order to be a wizard, you have to be intelligent, right? In order to cast magic. So they're obviously smart people. But at the same time, they want to declare war towards a civilization they don't understand. That fucking makes sense. Absolutely. Yes. Why not? It's fine, though. You know, it's a story for children, so... No, magic... I mean, well, okay, magic can be stronger than guns. But it's not in the way you think. So, like, for instance, in the world of Harry Potter, yeah, like, if a wizard knows that you're going to fire a bullet at him, he can cast a protection spell. But if you're a sniper that's, like, 4 kilometers away, and the wizard doesn't know that you're there and doesn't see you, and you fire a shot, he's going to die. If you drone strike a wizard, same shit. So, like, theoretically, yeah, like, they have armor, I guess, in the sense of, you know, like a personal shield, like a force field. Like, they can cast that. But they have to know when to cast it. And if you're having, like, wizards dealing against, like the entire nation declaring war on them, they're kind of fucked. Cause, like, okay, fine, they have an armor, alright? And the bullets just don't go in. You can use a loud weapon, like a supersonic device that's used for riot control, and immediately they can't cast spells. Because, like, if they try to say something, the words get blurred out by the, you know? Like there are systems designed by modern governments to suppress riots. And one of those systems, it's an acoustic device. It releases a powerful sound wave that can literally rupture eardrums if set at max. And so, like, imagine you have a wizard, right? And he's conjuring spells. You got Voldemort acting like tough shit. You set that to max, he can't cast spells anymore. He can't even think. Like his only reaction is to place his hands on his ears. You have tear gas. It's like, okay, he's got a shield, but obviously he still needs to breathe, right? Like there are just so many things that you have a microwave tank if you really want to piss them off, right? Like let's say the bullets don't go in. Okay, fine. Let's say that they have a magic spell so that sound doesn't come through, and then they have like, oh, you use tear gas, they still need to breathe. Like again, the world doesn't make any sense in my opinion. It's like they didn't think it through. But like J.K. Rowling herself said no, like a bullet can kill a wizard, and it's like, okay, if a bullet can kill a wizard, right? So like they're not immune to bullets, because there was like another game, I think it was called Arcanum, where if you are like a very powerful mage, technology just stops working around you, like things just short circuit, right? And so in that universe, okay, I can understand, like if they're powerful mages and like it just short circuits technology just by them existing, fine, like that makes sense. A dart can kill a wizard, yes. I cast worldwide EMP. They don't have to speak to do magic. I'm pretty sure like most of them do, right? Like there are certain wizards that don't. But doesn't like even Voldemort go Avada Kedavra? You know, like don't they have to do like Expelliarmus? Like they still have to cast it, right? But like assuming they don't, they still need to do like the hand wand swish and flick bullshit. Like kind of hard to do that when a microwave tank is pointing at you. In the lore part of the reason the wizards went into hiding is because there are a lot more normies. And they were turning on the wizards, so it was better for them, for the normies not to know. Okay, well that makes sense. Teleport into the center of power with a powerful shield. Mind control everyone and teleport away. I think like if they play it like that, if they play it smart and they use the Imperial Curse and they try to be subversive and stuff, like it may work for a while. But again, take into account that like there's 10,000 wizards. And like not all of them would be on the side of Voldemort. And meanwhile, there's 7 billion people. It's like I don't think they thought this through. I don't think like the math is in their favor. The curses must be spoken, not all the spells. Okay. But they still need to flick the wand, right? Like try flicking the wand and focusing. While there's a sound weapon that can rupture your eardrums. Like, the pain is agonizing. You know, try focusing when you have tear gas in front of you. I'm not saying it's impossible, right? But I'm saying that the odds aren't on their side. Like the wizards didn't really think this through. I actually like the fact that Harry Potter has a more grounded power level. I'm not a fan of Dragon Ball Tears. Harry Potter actually fucked it up, right? Like, when J.K. Rowling introduced the Avada Kedavra curse, she completely broke her entire shit. Because, like, up until then, magic was pretty much cool because you could do a lot of interesting stuff with it. You know, you turn the floor into water. You summon a firebolt, right? Like it's diverse. Like, you're casting interesting spells. You're summoning a serpent. But once you have the Avada Kedavra, there's literally no reason, if you're a bad guy, to cast anything else but that. And so, like, this is why all the wizards do it. Avada Kedavra, Avada Kedavra, Avada Kedavra! You know, it's like... might as well just use weapons. You know, just use guns. Magic bubble shields. And the magic COVID bomb dune. Yeah, but like I understand that they can't shield up 24/7, right? Because like if they could shield up 24/7, they would always have the shield. But they don't. And so like when you cast the Patronus spell, right? Like it's got a cooldown. It's not like something that's consistent. And if you're under artillery bombardment and you're being like constantly peeled down by artillery fire, your shield is going to run out at some point. Arguably, Bombarda is a better spell. It's so inevitable that I would become a VTuber but it's a mistake. Real life V is better. Do you know how cool it is that I don't have to comb my hair? You have no fucking idea. I can just wake up, and the moment I woke up, like literally, I open my eyes, I go to the computer, and I start recording. Oh, goodness gracious. Remember the fight between Dumbledore and Voldemort when they were casting fire dragons and water vortexes? Yeah, that was pretty cool. But like again, there's no reason why Voldemort should do that when he can just do Avada Kedavra. So like, yeah, as you pointed out, you know, they're casting fire phoenixes and shit, and it's really epic, and that looks cool. But if you just have a zap spell, and take into account that's also the writing, right? Like the time that she wrote the duel between Dumbledore and Voldemort, she didn't come up with like the I mean, she did have the Avacadabra spell, but she didn't use it as much. But once you start using it, you realize, well, hold on a little bit. Like, why would they use anything else besides that? Like, what's the point? Was it in Dragon Age, where to cast powerful spells, they have spent a lot of time, but they could wipe cities? It's not just the Dragon Age, but like you're talking about the difference between a spell and a ritual. I think you have that in Warhammer. Like there are certain spells that are called rituals, and they require powerful reagents, and they require a lot of casting time and prep, but they have like really decimating results once casted. Avada Kedavra can be blocked by any solid object. That's another interesting thing, right? Like duck and cover works against Avada Kedavra, and so I don't really understand why Harry Potter's mom was like so interesting, just because like she threw herself in the way and she tanked the spell. It's like, okay, so she tanked the spell. Why not just throw a vase and like the spell would have reflected from the vase? It's like, why is it such a big deal that she threw her? Because like the way I understood it works, right? And this would have been like incredibly OP. It's like you name the person, you do Avada Kedavra, and the person dies. Like there's no zap, there's no nothing, right? And so like Harry Potter's mom, by blocking the spell, like she did the unthinkable. But apparently no. Apparently like what would prevent any person becoming a human shield for another person? Anyway. His dad did the same thing, but no one talks about him. Ah, I see. Regardless, thank you chat for watching. I'm going to upload a video on my main channel about this situation with Mr. Metokur. Hopefully you guys were entertained. Thank you for the super chats. And I'll see you all tomorrow.